Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video back on site. And God, look at the dust, this insulation. I'm here on my own today, and we're back on this parapet wall. Let's get this thing done. So first thing I want to say, God, thank you for all the comments. Gosh, there's so many comments, so many ideas, so many suggestions of moving forward with the situation. Ended up having about like a 3-hour conversation with the client yesterday, which ended up being half of my day, just going over stuff, the job, this issue and all this stuff. And I think we kind of ironed a few things out, so we're kind of pressing forward. So I'm here, just me here today. The boys are doing some plastering elsewhere, and yeah, I'm just going to try and get this parapet wall sort of finished today. So we don't have the window yet, so don't think I can do anything on the deck because I need the upstand and all that stuff, so can't really do that. But I'm going to try and get the parapet wall issue sorted out. So where we're at now, the situation is, obviously I ran through a couple of issues with this parapet wall yesterday and what the customer ideally wanted and how possible it was or feasible to do it. Now everything is possible to within reason, but usually you have to compromise somewhere to gain something else, whether it's cost, whether it's time, whether it's other changes in designs, etc. So we did hear back from the architect, so I went back and forth yesterday. In the end, the architect, he kind of suggested an idea, but he didn't give much detail on it. So I questioned some of the detail or some of the idea, and he just got a bit stroppy. I think he just doesn't want to get involved. I guess it's a complicated job. He's done his design, and I think he just doesn't, unless he's probably being paid, he probably doesn't want to be involved too much with it. So anything that takes too much of his time. So he kind of, when I started asking questions via the email with the client, well, the client emailed him my questions, he started basically saying, oh, you know, just let the builder do whatever, I'm not interested, sort of thing. So I just found it strange that he didn't want to be questioned on his methods. But in my opinion, his idea was bad, whether he likes it or not. His idea was bad, and I think any idea of doing a parapet wall without a covering, coping covering, whether it's aluminium, whether it's stone, is a bad idea, full stop. Because architects can design things, but us builders are the ones that live the real life on site. We're the ones that turn up to leaking roofs and find all these issues that come up. So having soldier courses on top of a parapet wall it would be about 120 bricks, all with mortar joints. It's just asking for trouble. So I think the client in the end has accepted that coping stones is the way forward. So we're just trying to see if we can incorporate some of what he wants inside the coping stone design as well. So one of the ideas he's asked me, if possible, is to have 2 soldier courses. He sent me a picture. I'll see if I can show this picture on screen of idea of what he wants. So a soldier course and another soldier course on top of it, and the capping stones on top of that. So that is 2 soldier courses, is essentially 6 courses of brick. So I don't even know if we can do 6 courses. We might be able to, but at the same time I'm trying to keep the parapet window wall as low as possible, because there is a window in front of it, a very low window. So it's gonna pass the window, but I'm trying to keep it as low as possible. Obviously we've got a warm roof which increases the height of the window, which is already giving its own challenges. So we can just keep going and doing stuff and then end up having a parapet wall that's taller than the first floor sloping raw roof, you know what I mean? So it's just getting a bit silly. So but yeah, I've made a mix now, as you guys saw. I'm ready to start. I'm going to lay an internal courser block, and then that's probably going to have maybe 2 courses of brick on it. And I think that might be what a DPC is, or a cavity tray. So cavity tray is likely going to have to flow towards the outside of the building. So I'm actually gonna just call the client and explain that to him, because if we slope the cavity tray onto the roof, it means the external wall has to be higher. So because the external wall has to be the highest point and the internal wall has to be the lowest point. So, and the lowest point, the point that goes onto the roof, has to be above the flashing, which is going to be a minimum 150 mil above the deck. So at minimum, if I want to get the cavity tray to fall on top of the roof, I need at least 300 mil minimum above the deck, and I'm really trying to stay away from that. That takes us 4 courses above the window. So if we go the other way, we can get away with 150 mil minimum above the deck, and slope it downwards to the outside of the building. Just means the weep vents have to go on the outside, so he has to be okay with that first. So that's something I'm going to confirm in a bit, but otherwise I should be able to get started with this. All right guys, so quick update. So here I am, I have laid a course of block here, and there's 2 courses of brick to go on it to make its final height. Then I've done 2 courses of brick along here, so I'm going to jump down and show you what it looks like from below. All right guys, so here we go. So basically, as you guys can see, that's the 2 courses above. Okay, so what we've agreed or come to an agreement to do is, if you look to the far left here, we're going to run a soldier course. So you can see there's 2 courses of brick on the internal skin behind it. We're going to run a course of soldiers along the top here, all the way down, and then we're going to put a capping stone on top, which will basically close up the two, the cavity basically from above. So also what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cavity tray in now, which is going to go from the top of the internal block work, and it's going to come down underneath the soldier course. So I'm not going to do a cavity tray all the way across, because I do have a cavity trays across here, although some people assume for some reason that I don't, and I don't know what I'm doing. But we've got a cavity tray running along here, which is a good part of that wall. We've also got cavity trays above the both windows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cavity tray in those sections here, in these sections, and a cavity tray in that section, so I don't need to run it all the way, just to give it more strength on the wall rather than running it underneath the soldier course all the way down. So that's what I'm going to do, and then we'll put some weep vents in there as well, so the customer's okay with that. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm going to do now. All right guys, so quick update to this soldier course and cavity tray. So let me just zoom out a bit. So basically, this is the cavity tray, which is sitting on the internal wall. It's coming down 3 courses down to here. So I've already put a weep vent there, as you guys can see. So this is where any moisture that gets into the parapet wall would come out through here. So I've tucked the sides up, and then I'm only running it up to here, which is overlapping that existing one, and then I'll run another one to the other side between the 2 windows, and I'll run one between the other 2 windows. So this is where I'm basically stopping with it. So I'm just running a couple here, and then I'm gonna do the same thing in that end, and then I'll run 2 string lines down, and then basically I've just got to lay all of these all the way down the end. Hey guys, this is where we are at now. So you can see it guys, so I've done that bit here, and I've put a string line all the way across to this side, as you guys can see where I'm at here now. So that's that now. So I'm now going to run that course all the way down. Alright guys, quick update. So this is where we're at the moment. So put these soldier courses in. So as I said, so these ones here are basically above above this opening, so they don't need any weak vents in here. But you can see where I'm putting a cavity tray in, so I'm putting these in every 6 bricks along that cavity tray till I get to there. Then I'll carry on, then I'll have another small cavity tray in between those 2 windows. I've already done the cavity tray at the end down there around the corner, and basically that's it. All right guys, so I am done. So sorry my battery died, so I'm in the van just charging it up now. I'm going to quickly pop out to show you guys what it's looking like. It's getting dark. It's 5 minutes to 5. I'm supposed to be out of here at 4 o'clock. I'm actually going to a YouTube event today, actually. For content creators. YouTube hosts events once in a while, and sometimes we get invited. So I'm actually going to have a bit of fun at that event today. And also saying that, we are almost 100,000 subscribers. So I know a lot of people who watch are not subscribed. So why don't you try and help us to get to that 100,000 and subscribe by clicking down below, and also hitting the thumbs so that you can get our updates as we post. So that out of the way, I'm going to quickly go and show you guys what I've done. It looks good. I'm happy with it. Obviously it needs the capping stones on top, but I think we've managed to work out some compromise that sort of looks good. So let me go and show you guys what it looks like. So here we are. This is what we're looking like. There's a lot of soldiers on that, and that took me forever. I'm not used to doing those, so it's a slow job. But yes, I am happy with it. Lighting's really bad out here at the moment, so it doesn't really look what it really looks like on camera, but this is the job done, guys. I think it was about 240 bricks that I laid there on that, plus I laid the block wall at the back and a couple of courses, or a couple of bricks on the back as well. Alright guys, so this is basically this is what it looks like here, as you guys can see. So all I got to do is the 2 courses on the inside, and then the capping stones on top, lead flashing and capping stones, and that is our parapet wall done. So now we are waiting for scaffold, guys. Well, God knows when that's going to be, waiting for them to come and basically put the scaffold in here for us out here. And once they put the scaffold in out here, we can build that last bit of gable and then tie it into this parapet, and then that's pretty much our brickwork done. Then we can put the tiles on that roof there, and we've obviously got fiberglass, that little flat roof there, and then that's basically our building watertight as far as roofs are concerned. And then now we're just waiting for windows, which are on order, and doors and stuff, and we can close this building up, and we will be fully closed up. So guys, that is it. I am out of here. As I said, it's getting dark now. Look at that. It's so dark, so we're going to be soon needing to have some temporary lighting in here, because it's getting darker now, and soon we'll have the windows in, and obviously we're closing up all the roof bits now, so everywhere's getting darker. So we're probably gonna have to get some temporary lights strung up in here, so that when we start doing plasterboard and stuff like that, we can work till 5 o'clock. But yeah guys, that is off. As I said, I'm late. I've got to rush off now, go home, get changed. I'm supposed to be there in an hour, so that's not gonna happen. But anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Take care.